What's up, y'all? So, yeah, today I just wanted to cover, just more about, this economy, this new world that we living in. I really do believe we living in a new world. All right, there's a change of world happening right in front of us. And honestly, our government, the news, and everybody is misleading us, talking about how inflation ain't that bad, talking about how the economy is doing so good and all this other stuff. We're being gaslighted by our own government. All right, that's not the case. We know that's not the case. Things is worse than they've been for. Have they ever even been this worse since in our lifetime? Maybe before that, of course, but in our lifetime, has it been this bad? I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a couple things that's like sparked this conversation. I'm tired of hearing people talk about how they just need to keep grinding. Every time we kind of talk about this, one thing about black people I'm really tired of is black people always don't want to feel like a victim. Like they don't want to acknowledge that you're being victimized or that you're being played or that you're being gaslighted. They want to feel like nobody can play them, nobody can gaslight them, or they got full control over their life. Like you can't be manipulated. Oh, I'm too strong to be victimized. Like nah. So they take responsibility for all of it and make it like the people that like me who talk about this economy and speak up about it is as if we're just complaining or we just need to make more money and we just falling behind in the times and like we gonna get left behind or some shit. Nah, like everybody's being left behind. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And then I'm noticing a lot of delusion and this is what the government, this is what the elites, whoever they are, this is what they want us to think. They want us to take all the responsibility for what place we're in our world or in our life. They want it to be like, oh no, you just need to make more money. Like that's why I'm tired of hearing niggas say, oh, they just need to grind more. Like, hey y'all, straight up, damn it, baby's calling me. Hold on, y'all. All right, my bad. Baby was calling me. Yeah, I'm liking this little spot right here, with the birds chirping and everything. But yeah, y'all. I be getting real tired of hearing people say that. Y'all, the grind is dead, okay? It is time to get as many multiple incomes you can and stack up on your bread. It's time to save your money. All that, one you know, do this and do that. Now traveling, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna still be somebody who's gonna spend my money on traveling. But as far as like, all this miscellaneous stuff in life that we just be going for, it's time to like crack down on all that. And it is the biggest flex is to save now, not how much you making, but how much you can keep, because you can make a lot of money now and you can still spend a lot and it won't make no difference. All right, inflation, you cannot compete with, you can't out hustle inflation. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. Like all this, we gonna just keep the 2017-18 mindset. No, like that's when it was time to grind and make as much as you can, and you didn't even have to save as much. You just had to make sure you had it in your mind to save. You had a little savings account or whatever. But now you need to be trying to keep more money than you spend, period. Now, like that's what I'm trying to say. All right, because this economy is just terrible. And y'all, I was at the mall. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. I was just at the mall or the 2 days ago. One of the days I was off, and or actually I was on my lunch break. I went into the mall because the mall's right here across from where I work. So I go over there and I'm getting some Sabaro, right? Some the pizza pasta place. Why the hell, y'all? I always go there when I go to the mall to eat. Why this time I go in there and I always get the same thing? I get the pizza, I get the meal with the pizza and the spaghetti and meatballs and a drink. Because you can get the salad or the spaghetti and meatballs or like some other shit as a side. I always get the spaghetti and meatballs. Tell me why I'm telling this man I'm ordering my meal. I'm like, yeah, the meal, the pepperoni pizza meal with the spaghetti meatballs and a drink. And he was like, spaghetti or meatballs. And I had to ask him again because I didn't understand register what he was saying. Because to me, that's like peanut butter and jelly. Like, you don't ask nobody no shit like that. Like, that goes together. You know what I'm saying? I was like, huh? Like, but I was like, yeah, spaghetti and meatballs. And he was like, nah, it's either spaghetti or meatballs because we have to upcharge you if you want both. Bro, when I tell you, I immediately got so depressed. Like, it didn't stick with me, but I'm talking about like just this depression came over me immediately. Like, I was just like, what? Like, dang, like, are you for real, bro? Like, come on, you mean to tell me you gotta pay for the meatball separate? Like, so you gonna serve somebody the audacity some noodles without meatballs and sauce? Man, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, what is this world coming to? That's when I realized, like, you know, throughout the throughout this, you'll start learning little by little, like how they want you to buy trash bags and shit. I don't know about where y'all at, but out here in Colorado, they want you buying trash bags at Walmart now, everywhere. Like, you can't just, buy your shit and leave and with some bags, like put your shit in bags and leave. Nah, nigga, you gotta pay 10 cents on each bag. So yeah, man. I'm thinking based on what it's looking like, I had saw a documentary not too long ago, and I'm thinking that what they were saying might actually happen here pretty soon with AI taking over all of our. See, what we had as people was to be able to come together and, create a revolution for us to get what we needed and our demands met, but we didn't come together. And the elites is gonna literally just wait. They just buying off time right now. That's why they keep manipulating us with all these different tactics. They just buying off time right now so that they can go ahead get AI to replace most of these jobs. I'm trying to tell y'all, once AI replaces most of the jobs, people are gonna be. That's when they can actually start doing the mass. They can start creating all these mass killings and homicides and shootings and all this other stuff, bombs and all that stuff. Because see, the only reason why they ain't did all that yet is because they still need us. Like, the elites need us. You know what I'm saying? They need us to work and all that. But as soon as they don't need us to work and all that, man, I feel sorry for humanity. And I just hope I'm not here. I hope our generation ain't here by the time that happens, because I feel like that's what's about to happen. Because people not coming together. That's the only way that anything ever happened for people. That's our nature. We have to come together in order for things to change and stuff. We have to all have a majority of being on one page. And if that's not gonna happen, there's nothing gonna happen, and they're just gonna get to do what they want to do with this. So yeah, like the fact that they actually have the nerve to have you paying for trash bags, have you paying extra for little shit, like everything, the quality of everything that went down while the prices of everything that went up. So life is just sucking. Like, it just, like, yeah, you make the best of it because that's what we do as people. Optimism, being positive is a choice. Being happy is a choice. But like, you have to ooze the fuck out of that, because literally with the way that they got it going, when you have to work and all that, time goes by slow when you working. And then when you like get off and you got free time and you doing what you want to do, when you're happy doing what you want to do, time just flies. So then it's like that creates another depression, because it's like, even when you having a good time, that time getting ready to end quicker than the time that you got to go back to work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't have it as bad as some people. I actually turned one of my hobbies into a form of income, and I suggest that like everybody gets on some kind of niche of something else that can make income and not just no 9 to 5 job. Straight up. Because all this is getting ready to fail us, and on top of that, they're gonna replace you here in a minute in most positions, or get a job that is essential as hell, and you will not be replaced, type shit. But yeah, I think that that's what it's headed towards. That's what it just looked like, as what my wisdom is telling me. Um, but yeah, like, life just sucks more than it ever did. Like, I'm just glad that I got to experience a good minute of it, being born in the 90s, experiencing the 2000s, experiencing life without this shit, this phone, this social media, all this superficial ass fake shit. I'm just glad I got to experience a piece of that because it's never going to get there again. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Gen Z, millennials, we are literally the last of a dying breed, and we got to reform to be the first for a new one. So that's going to be our main struggle. Gauging relationships with jobs, with careers, and all that, like with quality of life, is going to be our biggest challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, capitalism, this is late stage capitalism, and that shit's sitting on our ass. You know what I'm saying? It's just based on when we was born, for real. And so, yeah, y'all. I'm just glad I got to experience it. You know what I'm saying? Because everything sucks now. Like everything that was it's the exact same shit that it was 5-6 years ago. Nothing has really improved, but it costs more. Everything. So people like me, like my age group, I know we are literally just like, this is not what we expected, but also we can't help but be kind of lazy because now y'all asking motherfuckers who used to work for a lot less. I mean, used to work for a lot more, and now y'all asking us to stay in the same position, but work harder for it when we were supposed to be elevating. Like y'all got us fucked up for that. Like straight up, like boomers or whoever got a problem with it. Like y'all have no idea what that feel like. Y'all didn't experience that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all's economy was in line with y'all for the most part. Y'all had to be fuck ups to fuck off shit. Now you can be excelling and over excelling and you will still meet mediocre shit going on. If you don't come up with like you got to be like a 1%er. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm talking about just to be as successful as we thought we was going to be. Now, we could still get the type of success that is going to be fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? But purpose is what it is. Like it's our purpose that's being fucked with, and that's where a lot of people start unaliving and a lot of drugs and all that because we lack in purpose. It's like, so wait, y'all want me to do all this shit? Like y'all, when I was just in my last apartment, the reason why I decided not to do my own apartment no more was because, and I'd rather even go rent out a room if I have to, but I'm not doing the whole 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment on my own shit no more because I got to realizing like y'all want to up the rent for this same fucking crib. Ain't no updates in this bitch. I've been in this bitch for a whole year and y'all want to up the rent just for me to stay here. So that means that y'all gonna sell it to another motherfucker for a higher price. And if I don't want to pay it, then that means I have to go too. Like, and so I'm just like, so y'all mean to tell me y'all want me to stay stagnant and pay more? The fuck y'all thought this was? Like, I know all millennials can feel me on this. Like, and Gen Zers, like, y'all want us to work our ass off for this little bitty shit that we were used to getting. And it was still like we had to work for it. It was still like but it was more like aligned with possibility. Now, y'all got it all flipped up. So we lack purpose, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say start a family and shit, because without that, nigga, you gonna be sitting at your motherfucking people's crib, never leaving the nest, a whole bunch of baby boys all over again like the 90s, okay? But in a whole different way. And then, like, the quality of life is gonna suck because then you're gonna be a single person working hard as fuck to have little to nothing. Working your ass off or spending your fucking whatever you getting, you're gonna be spending extra on it. You have to come up with extra forms of income, even if you getting over $100,000. Like, you got to really up your shit. But if you got a partner, it's easier. You know what I'm saying? If you got a family that y'all can, what I'm saying, decide to stay together and get a bigger house or something with different rooms or something. Like, I just feel like people shouldn't be talking about being separate, living single no more. Like, I just feel like that shit is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad I was able to experience it though, because I honestly Like if I was a young Gen Zer, I'd be so hot. Like now I see why they be aging quick and everything, because it's like y'all stressing really young. Y'all shouldn't be stressed out that young. You know what I'm saying? That's really unfortunate. You shouldn't have to stress until you get past 21, at least when you get out and make your own decisions. Y'all stressed out for y'all even get to leave the nest because y'all going out into a world that is so uncertain. You know? Like, and so yeah, like we all got to learn, relearn a lot because everything's changing and all that. So, I just wanted to make a video about it just to cover it, relatability with anybody who relate. You know what I'm saying? I know we all in the same generation or like who watch me. And if not, y'all can also learn from it to see what our experiences is when y'all be calling us lazy and all that. But ain't nobody conditioned. People are not conditioned to even be working 8 hours a day. Anyway, we was already like forcing ourselves to do that, but now it's you got to do that and then some, and then you still can't really afford shit. So it's like, yeah, a nigga gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna, like you gotta be. Yeah, it forces us to care about our quality of life and our, you know what I'm saying? Like, it forces us to care more about ourselves because we could tell that y'all in the world don't, like, the world just does not care about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to care about ourselves and make sure that we living happily, because what's the point of living if you're just a slave, if you're just stressed out, if you're just miserable, depressed? Like, there's no point of living like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why anybody does not understand that that's outside of our generation, just because y'all sacrificed what y'all did to get to have houses and stuff. Like what we're doing, we got the same, we ain't no different, y'all ain't no better than us. We got the same work ethic, if not better, because we're smarter, we got way more resources. But this is what's stopping us. So yeah, I just wanted to cover that because a lot of people just keep falling for the okie dokie. I'm sick of everybody just being so silly and ignorant, like walking around here so blind and sleep. Like, wake up. Like, bruh, we are literally like in a crisis, and because they say that it's okay, y'all believe that, and it's just this silent depression and silent sadness all around and misery. Like, you can just sense it in certain people, like when you just out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, but us as people, because we are optimistic, we are survivors, we have been that. You know what I'm saying? We would not be here as a species if we wasn't so innovative. You know what I'm saying? We can turn literally the worst shit upside down, like, so that's why we are okay. And it seems like most people are content, but I'm trying to tell you, life ain't lifing like it used to. And like I used to have way more fun. It used to be way more like peaceful or just happy cockiness going on. Like now you just see a lot of mopey misery, silent to they self, introverted. Like, it's cool to be introverted, but I don't know, y'all get me. But yeah, y'all, that's it for this one. I just had to chop it over on my little lunch break. I'm about to go get some food. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. Baby, how much I really take.